सहजानंद स्वामी महाराज ने जय। दर्द मिटाया मेरा दिल का, मोहे औषध अमृत पाया रे। दर्द मिटाया मेरा दिल का. God is the healer, is the doctor of all the illnesses that this spirit, this soul faces, suffers from. God is having those miraculous powers to liberate us from all these weaknesses, from all the limitations, from all the negativities and impurities that the soul has acquired in this material world. We are constantly feeling some pain inside, some emptiness inside, and nothing helps. And at that time when nothing seems to help, God helps. Spirituality has a solution to all our emotional, mental, psychological, material problems. We must just go to this doctor and ask him to heal us. Devanand Swami in this beautiful bhajan expresses how God has played this role in every seeker's life. दर्द मिटाया मेरा दिल का, मोहे औषध अमृत पाया रे. हाँ, दर्द मिटाया. वैद्य मिल्या व्रज राज बिहारी, नाड़ी देखन आया. ज्ञान ध्यान की गोली रे दीनी, ज्ञान ध्यान की गोली रे दीनी. रंचन रोग रहाया रे. हाँ, दर्द मिटाया. वेद कौन है? व्रजराज बिहारी, मेरा कृष्ण, मेरा श्याम, मेरा स्वामीनारायण, मेरा नाथ, मेरा राम, मेरा अल्लाह, मेरा जीसस. दिस इज द गॉड, द हीलर, द डॉक्टर, जो मेरी नाड़ी देखने आया. हु केम टू चेक माई पल्स, एंड बाय जस्ट merely checking my pulse, he understood what my illness is. He gave me amrit like medicines, nectar like medicines. What were these medicines? Gyaan, Atma Gyan, reminder that I am the soul, the spirit, and not this body, not this mind, to whom all these ups and downs are affecting, to whom all these highs and lows are affecting. That is not the real me. The real me is my spirit and my soul. Dhyaan ki goli, meditation. Only through meditation I will identify myself with my real identity. I will connect with the truth. I'll connect with the God within when I sit and meditate and contemplate and introspect and think and see this world with better eyes, with a better perspective, and realize that everything is temporary. The only permanent is my soul and the Paramatma. The Atma and the Paramatma are the only constants. Everything else is temporary. And once I realize this, Ranchana roga rahayare. Even one small bit of an illness will not remain. Everything will be cured. I will be liberated from all the bondages that have captured my mind, my psychology. Whatever is affecting my mental well-being, my physical well-being, my psychological well-being, I will be relieved from all these disturbances. गया रोग मन भया निरोगी, दिल गिरधर दर्शाया. गया रोग मन भया निरोगी, दिल गिरधर दर्शाया. हरि कृष्ण पर ब्रह्म पुरातन, भाव सहित मन भाया रे. हाँ, दर्द मिटाया. All the rogs are gone. My mind is now nirogi. Why? Because now in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, Giridhar resides. My God resides. He is Puratan. He is an eternally connected thing to my soul, and I got reunited with him. All the dukhs, all the unhappinesses, because I was separated from him. I was disconnected to my own self. But now I am fulfilled. I am my purest form, a Brahm, and I have found Parabrahm, the highest, purest form in this universe, who created this Brahm. I have reunited with him, and I love him so much now that it's not a mechanical, superficial, conditional, transactional love with him. Bhav sahit man bhaya. With all the emotions, with all the feelings, with all the true love that I have for him, he is now dear to me. My mind is now liking him, loving him, in awe of him. I admire him. I crave for him. My religion and my spirituality is not coming out of compulsion anymore. It's coming out of an attraction to his loving energy. And I am magnetized by his love for me, and hence I love him a lot. And this love for him brings sense to my entire being, brings meaning to my life, brings purpose to my life, and I am fulfilled all by myself, independently, without being dependent on material triggers, material pleasures. From within, Sahaj, I am feeling peaceful, blissful, and loved. मिट्या विषय का डाग मनोरथ मूल मरम समझाया. जन्म मरण का झगड़ा रे छूट्या. जन्म मरण का झगड़ा रे छूट्या. अंतर अलख लिखाया रे. हाँ, दर्द मिटाया. विषय का डाग मिटा. I no longer seek happiness in material pleasures, in Vishay Sukh, because I had become a parasite and dependent on these Indriyas Vishay Sukhs for my fulfillment. Now I no longer seek that, because I realize that all these Vishay Sukhs only trigger chemicals or happy hormones within me, which are generated inside of me. They are merely triggers. Today they trigger happiness, tomorrow they don't, and I become unhappy. I don't need external triggers anymore. I have understood the Mool Maram. I have understood the fundamental understanding that everything lies within. Because I understood that, now I don't have any karmic imbalances in my life, because of which I get disturbed or I disturb anyone else, and because of that my Janma Maran ka jhagda has been relieved of. The cycle of rebirth and death is relieved for me, because in my inside now there is Alakh Niranjan. There is God, there is eternal bliss, and I don't need external things anymore. योग भक्ति वैराग्य त्याग का चूर्ण चारु बनाया. देवानंद कहे दया करी हरि. चरी हरि आप बताया रे. हाँ, दर्द मिटाया. हो दर्द मिटाया. मेरा दिल का मोहे औषध अमृत पाया रे. हाँ, दर्द मिटाया. He taught me yoga. He taught me discipline. He taught me yoga. He taught me asanas. He instilled bhakti in me. Because I realized how much he loves me, I started expressing my love to him, and I felt the bliss of bhakti in my life. He instilled vairagya in me. The Satpurush taught me how to have vairagya, how to love God more than anything else, how to love the giver more than his gifts. And because of that, whenever I have a choice to make between the giver and the gifts, I have clarity of vairagya that I will choose God. Tyaag, he taught me tyaag. Whenever something bondage is me, I test myself, I tyaag it, I check myself. If I can survive, I allow it to remain in my life. But if anything is causing me bondages, I don't allow it to remain in my life. So he says, this Ved made a churan of 4 ingredients: Yog, Bhakti, Vairag, Tyag. And he gave me this medicine because of which I got disciplined in life, I got obedient in life, I got aware in life, I got alert in life. I started living life with better acharan, with better samjan, with better gyaan. And thanks to the Satpurush, thanks to the Gyanis, they shared this knowledge with me. They held my hand. They took me ahead on the spiritual path. And hence Devanand Swami says, all this has happened because of the grace of God, not because of my buddhi, not because of my purusharth, not because of my efforts, but it is because of His grace that I got such gurus, such gurus who constantly held me and ensured that I remain on this path, who explained me each thing in a language that I understand and that appeals to me, who showed me a mirror when I go wrong, who taught me to look at things with the right perspective. And all this has happened because of His grace. Nothing could have happened because of my own dehabhiman or ahankar or purusharth. All by myself, this Atma can never reach the Paramatma. It is because of the Paramatma and the Satpurush that this Atma elevates, and I feel gratitude for them. That God Himself came into my life and showed me Him, and because of this grace and blessing of Him, I turned towards God, stopped looking outside, started looking inside, started worshipping, believing, and because of that worship and belief, started getting reconnected to God. And because of that connection, all the illnesses, all the weaknesses of this life vanished. The real doctor, the real healer has done the magic and the miracle on my soul and healed it and liberated it. Sahajananda Swami Maharaj.